Good morning, folks. I'm going to take some time in this video to sort of give you an overview of posting stuff to Digication and then posting it to Blackboard, because remember, in this course we are essentially posting to Digication and working from Digication and then posting the URL of the document into Blackboard so that I, as the instructor, number one, have it as time-stamped so that I can give you credit for submitting it on time, but then two, so that it's easy to access and for me on my end, and that everything is essentially in one place, and that you can track your progress via the Blackboard gradebook. Um, Remember, per our syllabus, the numbers in the Blackboard gradebook corresponding to the assignments are not numerical scores. They are emblems of the degree of completeness and or the quality of your labor that you have demonstrated on the given assignment. So, for instance, a 5 is a complete assignment. So keep that in mind um, for the weeks coming in later on when you see that. So what we have here on the screen is my desktop. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go away from this tutorial of the video software that you see here on YouTube, and I'm going to type in our university website. I'm going to go into my Jaguar. Okay, here we go. I'm going to log in. So if I were a student, to get to Digication, I would go here to Student Services. So I'm just going to do that, pretending I'm a student. Digication, as I talked about in class last time, is here, the third link down under Student Services. Okay, so here we see all these different items that I've created. Remember, all these different folios. In other words, remember to create a new one. If you have not created your writing folio yet, you're going to click on this green background with the white plus sign. I am going to go ahead and just go into one that I have played with and added some things. So we'll go into this one just to show you. So this is a very, very basic Digication folio. This is actually what a first page of a folio is going to look like when you first go into it and you haven't done anything to it. But barring the front page right now, because you're going to want to put your front matter for your folio on here, you're going to want to probably create your initial writer statement and other things that we'll do later on in the course. But say that I want to actually turn in our first assignment, which is going to be the reflection of your first week or so, give or take a few days, here at Tamusa, or if you're a returning student, your first week back here at Tamusa. So anyway, you see this lock over here, and hopefully this is showing up on the video, but to the far right of your screen, if you can't see it in the video, there is a lock, and you want to click on that. Okay, and then if you move over to the navigation bar at the top of the page where you see the word home, at the end of that, if you place your cursor on that the end of that box, you're going to get an edit option. You're going to want to click that, and then what you see is if you've created your folio from scratch, you see that you have the home option here. That's the page that you were on. So what you're going to want to do probably is you're going to want to add another page. Okay, I would title this something like Please forgive my spelling. Miscellaneous writings or something to that effect. And of course, I've misspelled some stuff here. I've probably misspelled miscellaneous as well. I am 100%. So here, I'm going to do what everybody does. Everybody can see this on the screen. See, your instructor does it too. So I'm figuring out how to spell miscellaneous. And I did misspell it over here. Okay. Alright, so I have miscellaneous writings. Again, I'm probably going to want to create some kind of front matter for that, by way of introduction. So I'm not going to post this on the first page of that section. I'm actually going to add an additional page. I'm going to tier that page underneath miscellaneous writings, and I'm going to title this something like okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save. So now you see I've got miscellaneous writings, and then I've got the first week reflection page there. I'm going to click on the first week reflection page, and here this particular slide has no content. We are going to put some content in it, okay? So and again, I am not at this point an expert by any means at this software, so we're kind of learning this together. But if we click add content, we're going to get all these different options here. I'm going to go ahead and go with upload file, because what I want to show you is that if you upload a file, you're going to maintain the formatting of the original document, or at least that's the idea. So we're going to go ahead and upload a file. Okay, we'll choose a file, and I'm going to choose a file from my hard drive. So I have this file here, Kurt's first week reflection of fall 2018. I'm going to go ahead and select this file. I'm going to open this file in here, and I'm going to upload it. And here we have my file nicely positioned here. I can make this larger so that for the sake of my readers, so on and so forth. If I wanted to, I could add, and I would recommend this, I could caption this if I wanted to. So I could say, I could essentially introduce what this assignment is. So a reflection of my activities. If you wanted, you could get even more detailed on this particular page. You could include the in a different window. You could add another window, another slide, and you could on that slide include the actual assignment description. You could go as creative as you want or as detailed as you want on this. I'm just demonstrating functionality at this point. I'm going to go ahead and publish changes. Okay. All right. So now for the Blackboard, we haven't gone into Blackboard yet, but but for Blackboard, what you're going to want to do to submit the assignment to Blackboard, and remember, submitting the assignment to Blackboard is essential, as I said at the beginning of this video and as I've said in class, because that's how you're going to get actual credit for having completed the assignment. So we want to go up here, you want to highlight the URL of the page because each page has a unique URL. So you're going to copy this, okay? I do want to show you something before we leave Digication. And I talked about this in class, but I want to be very clear about this. You want to go over to the very far right at the top of your Digication. You will see a button that says Portfolio Actions Menu, and it's got a bunch of lines and a down arrow if it's not showing up in the video. But you click it and you go down to Settings, and in Settings you're going to want to make sure that I have permission to see this. Even if you've still got it to private, which I wouldn't necessarily put it private, I'd put it to private within Texas A&M, so that's what I just did. But you're going to want to go down here to share with specific people and make sure that my name is in here, okay? And then you're going to have me on as at least an editor, probably a publisher as well. But then you're going to want to save these settings, because what this allows me to do is it allows me to access your content via the URL that we're about to put in Blackboard. So let's go back to our Tamusa site, right? So we're here at Tamusa again. Let's click Blackboard. Now, this may not be your particular class site, but it's a class site that's parallel to yours. So anyway, you're going to click your Composition 1 Blackboard site. You'll note that the assignment is going to be located in Course Content. So you're going to click Course Content. So here we have the assignment description for our first assignment. Okay, you're going to want to click the title of the assignment. When you click this, what it does is it opens up another screen. Okay, and for you all, I hope you can see this Write Submission button. You're going to click Write Submission, and then you're going to Control V that URL in there. Okay, that's the URL of the unique page within your Digication folio. Okay, and then you're going to go down here and you're going to click Submit. You've got to click Submit for this process to take place. I'm not going to do it because I'm not a designated student. So if I were to click Submit, it would not function properly. But you're going to always want to click Submit down here, and this is going to be, that's how you're going to submit assignments and so forth in this course. Okay, that's just a very basic overview. I hope it makes sense, and again, if you have any questions, please talk to me in class and so on and so forth, because I'm sure you are not the only one who has questions. All right, thank you very much.